Welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now, completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The mountain has you. The valley has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere the tatami is under you, and the shoji are lit from within, and the Ryokan bureau is steaming in the cool mountain air, and the innkeeper has set out the evening meal, and the valley is the quietest place you have ever been. Come with me. The valley, the mountains of rural Japan, not the famous mountains, not Fuji, the other mountains, the mountains of the interior, the mountains that the high-speed trains do not stop near, that the tour buses do not visit, the mountains that require the local train, the slow train, the train that stops at every station, that is mostly empty. In the afternoon, the mountains whose names are known only to the people who live near them, the valley between two of these mountains, the river in it, the river that runs very clearly over the round, smooth stones of the mountain riverbed, the cedar forests on the slopes, the rice paddies on the valley floor, the village spread along the river, and at the village edge, the Ryokan, old 200 years, perhaps more, the family that has been running this Ryokan for 7 generations. The building rebuilt in parts over the centuries, but the core of it, the original rooms, still the original. The wood, the cypress, the hinoki that the Japanese builders have always preferred. The hinoki with its smell, the warm, slightly sweet, slightly cedar-like smell of the Japanese cypress, the smell of the traditional Japanese inn, the tatami on every floor, the rush mats changed every few years, the new tatami smelling more strongly of the rush, the old tatami, darker, more settled, the shoji, the paper screens that divide, the rooms that let the light through, but not the sight, the fusuma, the sliding doors between the rooms that transform from sitting rooms to sleeping rooms when the futon is laid out by the staff while the guests are at the baths. The smell, the Ryokan, its smell, the hinoki, the cypress, the most present smell in any traditional Japanese building. The smell that says, this is Japan. This is the wood of Japan, the wood that the Japanese have been building with for centuries. The smell that is in the bath most strongly, the hinoki bath, the wooden tub, the afuro, the cypress, releasing its oils into the hot water, the smell of the hinoki and the hot water together, the most calming smell, perhaps, of any room on earth, and the tatami, the rush, the green smell, of the woven rush, slightly grassy, slightly sweet, and the food, the kaiseki, the multi-course meal, being prepared. In the kitchen, the dashi, the stock, the fundamental Japanese stock, made from kombu, the seaweed, and katsuobushi, the dried beneath, the umami, the fifth taste that the dashi contains. The smell of the dashi is the smell of Japanese cooking, the oceanic, the savory, the profound depth of it. Yukiko, she is the innkeeper. Her name is Yukiko. She is 58 years old. She is the 7th generation of her family to run this Ryokan. She came to it as her parents came to it, as their parents before them, not by choice, exactly by birth, by the fact that this was what the family did and does and will do until the 8th generation is ready. Her daughter, who is 31, who works beside her, who is learning the way Yukiko learned, watching, doing, making mistakes, correcting, watching more, the knowledge of the Ryokan that passes the way all the deep knowledge in these stories passes in the doing, not in the telling. Yukiko, moving through the Ryokan, quietly, the way she always moves. The Akami, the female proprietor of the traditional inn, who is the inn in the way that no building alone can be. The tatami room, your room, the tatami room. You removed your shoes at the entrance, at the jenkin, the threshold, the step between the outside world and the inside, between the public and the private. The shoes left at the threshold, the slippers put on for the corridors, the slippers left at the room entrance, the bare feet on the tatami, the mat under your feet, the slight give of the rush, the slight resilience, the tatami that is neither hard nor soft, exactly right. The room almost empty by Western standards. The low table, the sabuton, the floor cushions, around it, the tokonoma, the alcove with the single hanging scroll, a painting of autumn, of the mountains, of mist, the ikebana, the flower arrangement, beside the scroll, 3 stems, only 3, the simplicity that is the most Japanese thing, the removing of everything not necessary until only what is necessary remains. The bath, the Ryokan bureau, the outdoor bath, in the garden, the bath fed by the onsen, the hot spring that feeds this Ryokan. The reason this Ryokan is here where it is, the the onsen that rises from the volcanic earth below, the hot water that the mountain gives, the water that is 42 degrees when it enters the bath, the mineral water, the water that carries the minerals of the deep earth into the bath, into the body, the Ryokan bureau in the garden at this hour, steaming into the cool October air, the steam rising from the surface of the hot water into the night, the stone walls around the bath, the bamboo screen for privacy, the single lantern at the bath's edge, its reflection in the steaming water, the meal, kaiseki, the multi-course meal of the traditional Japanese inn, the meal that is also art, the presentation, the dishes chosen for their shape, for their color, for the way they hold what is placed in them, the seasonal ingredients, the October ingredients, the matsutake mushroom, the seasonal, the one that comes only in October, that is intensely fragrant, that is the most prized mushroom in Japan, the matsutake on the dish, placed with care, the way every element of the kaiseki is placed with care, the meal as a meditation on the season, on the place, on the ingredients that this place and this season give. Yukiko, serving each course herself, not the staff, the courses that she serves herself, because this guest is the only guest. Tonight, the Ryokan, full for just one person. All of this for one. What Wayuke Ikeo knows. She knows the Ryokan. Every room, every guest who has stayed in her years. She knows what the guest needs before the guest knows the towel that is needed before it is asked for, the tea that appears when the guest settles the extra blanket for the cold night that is placed without asking. She knows the onsen water, how the minerals change season to season. She knows the matsutake, which forest produces them in October. She knows the dashi, what the bonito and the kombu give to the water, the umami that is not a single ingredient, but the combination, the synergy of the two together, making something neither could make alone. She knows the silence of the valley at night, the silence that is the reason many guests come to sleep more deeply than anywhere else, the silence that the Ryokan holds as its most precious offering, the sound of the river through the shoji, through the paper screen, the sound of the river, the mountain river running over the stones in the valley, the sound that has been the Ryokan's background for 200 years, the river that was here before the Ryokan, that will be here after the river, that the guests come partly to hear the sound of the river that at night is more present than in the day. The day has other sounds, the birds, the wind, the people. At night, just the river and the silence around it, the sound of water moving over the smooth stones, the most continuous, most reliable, most calming sound, the shoji light, the paper screens lit from within, the room on the other side, the lamp inside, the paper translucent, not transparent, the light passing through, softened, diffused, made into a glow rather than a brightness. The shoji light is the Japanese interior light, the light that the paper screen makes from the lamp behind it, the light that painters and photographers have tried to capture, the warm, amber glow of the shoji at night from outside, the building lit from within, the rooms revealed as amber through the paper, the Ryokan at night, its shoji lit, the building glowing softly in the valley dark, growing still. The tatami is under you, the shoji is lit, the river is outside, the onsen is in the bath, steaming into the cool night. Yukiko has served the last course. She has set out the futon on the tatami. She has gone quietly, the way she does everything, quietly, if thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do. They are not staying long. The Ryokan takes them, the silence of the valley that Yukiko holds as her most precious offering. The thoughts come, you notice them, the river receives them, as the river receives everything, the rain from the mountain, the snow melt, the thoughts of the guests of 200 years, all of them received, carried downstream into whatever comes after. You don't need to hold any of them, just the tatami, just the river sound, just the shoji light, just Yukiko, 7 generations. In the silence of this valley, peace lives in this Ryokan, in the hinoki and the tatami and the dashi and the onsen, and Yukiko's 7 generations of knowing what a tired person needs. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You came to the Ryokan tonight. You left your shoes at the Jenkin. The tatami was under your feet. The hinoki smell was everywhere. The kaiseki was 7 courses, each one the October season in a dish, the matsutake on its plate. The Ryokan bureau steamed into the cool night. Yukiko served everything herself. The Ryokan received you, as Ryokans have received guests for centuries, with the tatami and the silence and the onsen, and the meal that is a meditation on the season, and the particular, complete, deeply Japanese hospitality that asks nothing of you except that you be present. Carry it with you on the days of too much, the days of too many things, too many surfaces, too much noise. Remember the tatami room. Remember the tokonoma with 3 stems, the scroll, the low table, everything not necessary already removed. What remains is enough, is more than enough. You know the way here now, but tonight you are already here. The tatami is under you. The river is outside. The onsen is steaming. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every hinoki scented, tatami soft, river still, onsen warm, valley quiet moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The Ryokan through the night. The river at night. The mountain river. In the valley. All night. The sound. Through the shoji. Very slightly. The sound that the guests have been falling asleep to for 200 years. In this Ryokan, the sound that Yukiko falls asleep to every night that she has never been without the river, her river, the river of the valley, her valley, the river running over the smooth stones, the stones made smooth by the river over thousands of years. The river and the stone, the patient relationship between them, the onsen at night, the Ryokan bureau in the garden, still steaming at midnight, the hot spring water that does not stop, that comes from the volcanic earth, always at 42 degrees, always the onsen that is the source of everything in this valley, the Ryokan built for the onsen, the guests coming for the onsen, the minerals in the water, the sulfur, the magnesium, the calcium, the minerals that the body needs, that the mountain gives, the onsen steaming in the garden in the dark, the cedar and the maple and the moss in the garden at midnight, the steam rising from the water into the cool, dark air, the futon on the tatami, the futon laid out by Yukiko while you were in the bath, the white futon, the cotton, the weight of the traditional Japanese bedding, not heavy, light, but substantial. The futon that rests on the tatami, that makes the tatami into a bed without raising the sleeper from the floor that is the Japanese bed, the low, the grounded, the sleeping close to the earth, the traditional Japanese wisdom about sleep, the closeness to the earth that promotes the deep sleep that the guests of this Ryokan have reported for 200 years. Yukiko's evening after the guest is settled. Yukiko in the kitchen, the last work of the evening, the washing of the kaiseki dishes, the careful washing, the 100-year-old dishes that require care, that she washes herself, not the staff. These dishes she washes herself, the dishes that her grandmother washed, that her mother washed, that she washes, that her daughter will wash, the continuity of the careful washing of the 100-year-old dishes. After the washing, she checks the Ryokan quietly, room by room, the corridors, the garden, the onsen, the entrance, everything as it should be. She goes to her room. She looks at the valley through her window, the river below, the mountains above. In the dark, she does not think about anything in particular. She simply looks at the valley that has always been here, that will always be here, that is hers, in the way that things are yours when you have cared for them for a lifetime. The scroll in the tokonoma, in the alcove, the hanging scroll, the keikjuku, the scroll that Yukiko changes with each season. This scroll, October, the painting of the autumn mountain, the mountain in the mist, the red maple against the gray, the spare, the essential, the painting that is this valley in October, in this year and every year, the scroll that the guest looked at when they arrived, that they understood or didn't, both fine. The scroll doing what it does, whether understood or not, the way the onsen heals, whether the bather understands the minerals or not, the thing working regardless of the understanding of the person in its presence. The morning at 6, the sounds of the Ryokan coming alive. Yukiko's daughter in the kitchen, the dashi starting for breakfast, the smell of the kombu and the bonito in the water the smell, that is the Japanese morning, the birds in the garden, the cedar and the maple, the birds of the valley, beginning their morning, the river, still audible, always audible, in this valley, the mist on the mountain, at 6 in October, the mist that is always on the mountain, at 6 in October, in this valley, Yukiko, opening the sliding door to the garden, the cool morning air, coming in, the smell of the dew on the moss, on the cedar, on the maple leaves, beginning their turning red, the morning of the Ryokan, beginning as it always begins, with the dashi and the mist and the river and the garden and the 7 generations of the family that knows this morning better than any other morning in any other valley, in any other country on earth. The tatami is soft, the futon is laid, the shoji still faintly lit from the corridor lantern. The river is outside, running over the smooth stones. The onsen in the garden, still steaming into the cool night. Yukiko is asleep in her room, looking at the valley. She always looks before she sleeps. The dishes are washed. The scroll is in the tokonoma, the autumn mountain, in the mist, and you are sleeping deeply, completely, peacefully, on the tatami, in the Ryokan, in the valley, in rural Japan, the hinoki, in the air, the river, outside, the mountain, above. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every hinoki scented, tatami soft, river still, onsen warm, valley quiet moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night, and